I didn't really get a formal one. I got that from family, friends, people who really see what I do and be like, encourage me. So with that, I keep going on. I gotten some discouragement along the line. I wouldn't say that. You definitely, some people will come, oh, what's this? Blah, 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 blah. You feel like, oh, I'm not making it well. But the push in me, the fact that this is what I really want to do, keeps me going.
All right, we talk about it, that we believe the way forward for Nigeria to tackling poverty is to embrace entrepreneurship. This we say all the time, even though many people also fail to build a cart. So we only talk about it. We don't leave that level for the actual putting it into action. Now, for you, entrepreneurship, that is what you do. Let's talk about the nation Nigeria and how we can be involved as youth in building the nation Nigeria. Let's talk to the Nigerian youth out there and entrepreneurship. Now, when is the right time? Some say, when is the right time to start? A lot of graduates we have around today just are embracing entrepreneurship because of the need to do something. There is nothing to do. And you find out that many times, because of the challenges they experience from the get-go, they are kind of discouraged. When is the right time to start? And talk about using entrepreneurship, particularly the involvement of Nigerian youth in helping the nation.
Okay. Personally, I wish I started much earlier. Even, let's say, before I got admission into the university, because there's no time to start. However, anytime you feel, you have to push, or you have time, we all have to go to the university one way or the other. Our parents are like, oh, you have to get, it's like, that's the way forward back then. But right now, there are no jobs. Everyone is moving towards a particular direction. Oh, if he's not a doctor, he's not a lawyer, he's not an engineer, you can't get a job. Some people study sociology, and at the end of the day, they don't get jobs, that they would love to. So I guess with that, we can just all try to find where our creativity lies. Everyone is creative in one way or the other in different areas. I think by the time we all work and sit down and work towards our creativity, we'll be able to produce things, we'll be able to make things better, we'll be able to, even to the extent that this whole recession thing going on, we would be able to look above it. By the time we all sit down to start doing things on our own, not waiting for things to be in the country for us to use and work with. My advice is Nigerian youth is just start now.
Start now.
Why wait?
Okay, well, you need to start now. The first thing that comes to mind when you ask young people out there who want to venture into entrepreneurship or probably start their own small business or little business, the first thing you ask them, aside from the fact that, okay, they have their plans, and then when you ask them, why are you not starting now, the question that comes to mind is the issue of the capital. I don't have enough money, I don't have a space, I don't have something. But from what you told us you started while you were serving. It appears as if you have wealthy parents who gave you all the support. And of course you also said you have the house where you started from the room, and then from the room to the sitting room before mom finally got you a kiosk. Is capital the first thing when it comes to the business?
Capital is actually, to me, it's not as if, I want to be sincere with you, I don't have wealthy parents. My parents are average Nigerians. My mom, a teacher, my dad was a medical lab scientist, is retired now. So it was more like me, what I wanted to do back then. I was getting money while serving in 1995. So a little saving from it, and the fact that I had supportive family, let's say that, because when I chose to go into it, they were like, oh yes, you should do something. And so my first machine was bought to me by my sister. She supported me and all. I guess if you just have the push and the drive, Personally, you should have that drive yourself. Don't kill it. By the time you have it, even you can save little by little, and you can go meet people. Even if you need, okay, a little bigger capital, you can go meet, okay, I have this amount of money and I need to do this. Have a plan. When you tell an intelligent person about your plan and all, I guess somehow something will come out. Person can even link you up with people who will support you. Or
it gives me great honor to welcome you to Impact Business Radio.
Why you call it about? My hair will go grey again.
I paid for my place, the place I now stay, my shop,
Okay.
where I paid over 100,000. I saved. I worked towards it. Like the kiosk to my compound was a very, very small one, and I train people in that small place. So if you have your room, even if it's a rented apartment, of course, if you have things, if you have something to do, you will find a way of getting it done. You don't have to sit and wait. Oh, I need to get money before I start. Nah.
Okay, so in other words, once there is a will, there will
There is a
definitely
way,
be
yeah.
Okay.
The campaign now is for Made in Nigeria goods. Why we need to patronize Made in Nigeria goods. But some arguments out there is also that, well, some of these things are not readily available, and where you have them, they're so expensive, and even apart from just being expensive, can you really vouch for the quality? You know, paying attention to detail. I mean, making it world class. How exportable are some of the products that we have around here?
I think we are the ones actually bringing ourselves down personally in Nigeria. You know, we don't actually see anything really good in things that are really made here. We feel like, this is UK. If it's not from UK, oh my god. No, right? We make things that are actually very beautiful. Like I would tell you, I send my things I make, the bags I make with fabrics, the products I make with fabrics, wears and all, I send them out of the country and they appreciate them. So that's for me. And other people, I'm sure it can happen to any other person too. Like, why can't we just appreciate what we have? Why can't people make dresses here and they're actually very beautiful, you know, beautifully tailored and designed. These are the things that can be sent out there and they will appreciate it. If you go out there too, they're actually using our fabric, our Ankara and co for their fashion runways. As in, we have things but we are not appreciating them. Well, you talk about product, like when you go to the market, like, is it Abamid? Oh, Abamid is substandard or things like that. But I saw some things we made in Abba and they were actually, I was like, wow, I said, is this really for real, Abba? They're making things that are beautiful. Maybe because people see them as substandard and oh, maybe because they are not properly made. I guess with the encouragement and all, things can get better. Whereby when company focus on all these people and try to bring them up, employ them and build a company out of them, we can be producing things that are properly made in Nigeria. And the question of, oh, it's substandard would actually start leaving it.
Encouragement now from people or from the government?
The government.
How?
Well, the government. But you know, I'm just smiling because thinking about the fact that some people have not even been paid and all, where is it supposed going to come from? We don't have to wait for the government. We are the government. We have to do things ourselves. People are always saying, oh, the government, the government. Would you actually be waiting for the government before you move? Like, seriously, we are the government. We should make things better for ourselves. By the time we do it, I think at the end of the day, the government will be the one coming to look for us, to help us out, to make things better.
Okay, you are a fashion designer, and of course we know that there are so many other people in the line of your business.
Yeah.
Talk about the makeup artists, talk about other people in the line of your own business. How do you network?
Okay, I know some photographers, I know models, I know makeup artists, my friends, I know people in that line, and most of the time we work individually. in terms of the fact that a makeup artist works on maybe other people, customers and all. The photographer works on other people who want to have functions and all. I work on other people who want to make dresses. Coming together is all about maybe you want to create a piece statement, and maybe okay, get a makeup artist to do the makeup. I make the dresses, I make the bag, the photographer takes the pictures and all. That's a coming together. I actually did something like that a time ago, where I actually didn't get a makeup artist, but I got a photographer.
Okay.
You know, I did a photo shoot for my students. That's actually what I did there. That's bringing in the entrepreneurship part of the photographer into my business. But one way or the other, we all come together in terms of all this. Like I mentioned about the making a statement. We all come together once in a while, you know.
To talk. And then what drives your sense when you're creating something? You're a fashion designer. You're creating something. What's the philosophy behind your creations?
A lot of things drive me a lot. Let me say more about what I see around.
Okay.
You know, people, their dress sense, whatever they wear, whatever I see, or like you said, nature. Well, yeah, maybe a color. A lot of things do drive me. I can just sit down and imagine styles. I can just go on. Well, the social media has been good now, so I can just look through, flip through, and see. When I see a lot of people walking, like maybe then I was like, let me just relax. And I go on social media and I'm saying like, oh, this person has produced like a whole lot of work at a few period of time. I'm like, what am I waiting for? You know, I'm always been driven by people, mostly, what I see around, and motivation. A lot of motivation out there. Like I said,
a lot of motivation out there. What do you say about placing a ban on some goods and services or products to encourage local manufacturers?
Okay, I actually see it as a good thing, but I guess before those things, before the banning and all, before placing them, provisions should be made to actually start up or encourage locally made products here. You know, by like you said, the government getting involved in this, you know, creating more jobs for people, creating awareness for products, making entrepreneurs, boosting entrepreneurs, and I guess with that, you know, even before placing the ban, it won't really affect people much because they are actually focused on Nigerian made products.
So we don't go naked before we start the
as we don't go naked before we cover ourselves. Like we should be ready. Well, let's be ready for this before we go into it. Actually, like I said, I see it as a good thing. But before then, you know, let's actually have something in place. Let's have things in place.
You said the other time that some states of the federation are not
being paid.
Workers are not being paid as and when due, which is a not so pleasant situation. But for business people like you don't seem to be affected with the recession. You're still making money.
Yes, I'm still making money. Like I told you a time ago, like I send my products outside the country, and because of the way the naira has been now,
so it gives you more money.
Thank you. So but actually, it's not a good thing, and it's a good thing. You know, it's a two-in-one thingy because bringing the money back here, you know, you spend more. Everything is actually on the high side, so the money is like it goes in a twinkle of an eye. So I guess, like I said, if the problem of the country can be looked into before trying to curb some things in the country, that would help putting things in place.
All right. I mean, you've had it all smooth?
No.
But there are challenges on the way.
Yeah, There are challenges for every entrepreneur. There's always one way or the other you get into challenges along the line. It's either you face it while maybe during your work, maybe you made some things that are not actually really cool. Maybe you made some mistakes and you get someone that's so finicky to check your products, and the person starts saying some horrible things. I met someone like that, said some very horrible things to me, and I felt really bad. I was like, oh my god, will I have to stop? But still, like I said, the push, the drive kept me going. And then talking about money too, and sometimes, you know, everything is like, oh my god, it's going down the drain. But still, that's when one has to work harder. Like at times, I remember back then, at times I work in the middle of the night because I love my work, not because, oh my god, I need to make money. I love what I do, so I enjoy it. I can do it anytime.
Okay, still concerning the issue of recession, you said aside from the fact that you take some of these goods out there, you still have your customers, homemade customers, your Nigeria-based customers. How has business been looking at this recession? Are your prices high? And is it meeting up to the purchasing power of your clients?
That's actually the challenge I'm actually facing right now, because things are way expensive in the market.
Okay.
You know, and because things are getting expensive, one has to increase the amount. Like I sell the bag for 4,000 naira. One way or the other, when things increase, it has to reduce. It has to increase too. But people will tell you that there's no money.
But some of your materials are locally sourced. Why should?
But they'll tell you that, oh, I went all the way to Lagos to bring them to Ibadan, and the transport fare, oh, it's increased. Oh, this is that. You know, people look for ways to, I'm sorry to say, extort other people because of this recession. So it's like everything, even things people produce in their houses, has increased. You wonder how. Everybody's saying dollars increase. Like, for real, these are things we produce here in Nigeria. How come? They, oh, we went to get the product from Cotonou, we went to get it from Ghana, because everybody understands the fact that Naira is actually depreciating.
But what can be done to bring value to the Nigerian currency? Now, in your own view, what I know off the camera the other time, you gave some,
some analysis that people like Professor Pat told me would just laugh or.
But you know, the beautiful thing is, you are making money from the economy. So one way or the other, you understand certain dynamics of making money in Nigeria, and that is what we just want to do. There's money in your pocket, there's money in my pocket. That way, there's money in circulation. We are meeting needs, meeting services, and we are good. So how can we bring value to the currency?
Well, personally, like I told you off camera, a time ago when I went to Ghana, and I realized that they've actually did something to they've actually changed their currency. I'm not saying that maybe Nigeria should actually change, but I guess if we can, like I told you, remove the zero
from the 1,000.
From the 1,000 and make the highest denomination 100. I know it's something that's going to be alarming, people won't actually get the opportunity of packing a lot of money like it's been done before. But it would help. I feel it would really, 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 really help. I even heard a time ago that we want to have 5,000 naira notes. For crying out loud, why? And things are just getting way out of hand. Like, you wake up in the morning, the dollar is increasing every day, and I guess that would help. I know it would cause a lot of trouble, but to my own personally.
Your own according to that's your own economics, right? So
remove the zero from the 1,000.
Advocating that we should have other than as the highest denomination, and so we can go back to spending the coins.
Like in Ghana, they spend coins, and I can use a coin to eat, and I'll be filled. It's actually a good thing.
Okay, I'm sure you're in Nigeria and you've been hearing some issues on pages of coming out on pages of a newspaper, say them radio and television, concerning the fight against corruption in Nigeria.
Work on yourself before saying, oh, Uncle J, like everyone says, as in Yoruba, that they are actually packing all the money, embezzling the money and taking everything to themselves. We should actually work on ourselves too. Start from where you are. Crying out loud. Start from your organization. Start from somewhere. And, work on it. Before you know it, start from even your family. Before you know it, we'll get out there. It's a gradual thing. We should work on ourselves wherever we work. The organizations you work, you get bribed before you give someone the position. People go through a lot because I want to renew the particulars of my car. I need to pay some extra money to some people. Why? Why can't I do it the right way? But it's everywhere. People, and those kind of people too will come. Oh, there's corruption. Oh, this person, see this senator, see this one. And in their own organization, they are doing terrible things. Why don't we work on ourselves before we start screaming out loud about other people?
Now, let's talk about your location. You operate from Ibadan as a city.
Yes.
And this is one place people say, I need to really, please correct the impression. We know Ibadan is opening up for business. People now leave the neighboring states to do business here in Ibadan, to live and to do business here. And people tell you that businesses in Ibadan don't go beyond 5 years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Tell us about it. Why the choice of Ibadan? And how viable is Ibadan as a place to do business?
Well, Ibadan is a beautiful city, a very beautiful city, a comfortable city. I don't have problem with moving around, which I don't really like the traffic thing. Some people have actually come to me to move to Lagos. They told me several times I should move move everything you have to Lagos, you'll make more money. But why would I be moving all around? Why can't I stay here in Ibadan and make money? Why can't I build where I am from? Actually, I'm from Osun State, but I grew up here in Ibadan. I'm enjoying it. My family is based here, which is not the reason why I'm actually staying here. But I need to start here. It's just like people saying that, oh, I have to go outside the country before I can make it. Why can't you make it here? Why can't you start from wherever you are right now? Your roots. Start from there. That's when you know that you can actually really make it. So Ibadan is just okay for me.
So it's not about change of location.
Yep.
And so there's just youths who are doing everything possible to just escape
From Ibadan.
No, I mean from Nigeria. Even
Okay.
as a nation.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Are you planning to move out of the country soon?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Wait, yes and no.
Okay.
The thing about business is explore. Get ideas. Moving out of the country doesn't mean, oh, you want to go and stay there. You can go get ideas. See how things are done. Like I told you about going to Ghana. I went to see how things are done there. Before I brought in some knowledge about, oh, this is how they do their things, this is how things are. Before you know it, everything circulates and we get better. So it's not about going there and staying there. What do I want to stay there to do?
Alright, thank you very much, Ojo and Bukunlua. But I know they eat Banku, Kenke. Wachi. What is it, Wachi now? In Ghana. So if you go to Ghana, you can eat all of those things there. Thank you very much for coming. She's a fashion designer and entrepreneur, a young Nigerian at that, making sense, contributing to the GDP of the state and the nation.
Do you pay tax?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I won't probe the reluctance in the response. She pays her tax. So you to pay your tax as an individual, pay your tax as an organization. Money is realized from the payment of tax, or definitely should be used or will be used to service certain infrastructure that we require to make life more beautiful and convenient for us. Thank you very much for being a part of Rise and Shine for this Thursday, looking at money, making money, contributing to the national development with focus on entrepreneurship. You can acquire a skill today. It's never too late, you said, Ibukun.
Yes.
Start now.
Start now.
Start now. And you can start from where you are, your location. And that way we can make the nation a better place for all of us. In spite of the recession, some people are making money. well, we hope to. Okwemi,
Sir?
we can.
Did I say sir? Okay, the way you called me. Okay, yes, we can make money. Let's start now. And let's do our due. Let's pay the due diligence to whatever we find our earns doing. It's not about starting big. You read it all from Ibukun. Start from where you are. And then you grow to become who you desire to be.
My name is Olutayo Ogmade saying, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Be good always. And bye for now.
Okay, thank you for joining us. I am Okpeyemi Ojabanjo. And many thanks to Ojo and Ibukun Oluwa. She's a fashion designer. She's an entrepreneur. You've heard it all from her. Thank you for coming, Ibukun.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay,
Thank you for
you
having
can tell
me.
from her voice, she's really a young entrepreneur. Thank you very much for coming into the studios. Please enjoy the rest of your day.
Now it's rolling. So just a minute.
Okay.
Now you are there. Right.
Oh, good evening, viewers. You're welcome to another episode of Get Inspired, inspiring program. And I remain your one and only Sheson Daniels. Not to take much of our time, I have with me a special guest on this episode, and the person of Miss.
Owolabi Oladejo.
Thank you, Mr. Owolabi Oladejo. Mr. Owolabi Oladejo is the CEO, the chairman of Impact Business School, and also Impact Television Station. That's where we are anyway. All right, thank you. Not to take much of our time, sir. I just want to go straight to this interrogation. Sir, I've heard a lot about your TV station and even about your business school. So we just need we just wanted to just give us a little brief about the school first, then we'll go to the TV station.
Well, ordinarily, the school is the precursor, so it has to come first. Impact Business School is a member of a group called the Knowledge Group. The Knowledge Group consists of Adelayo Academy, where we take you from kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, Metro City Privacity, which is essentially an A-level school. Then we have the Impact Business School. Impact Business School is essentially meant for people that know that they have a mission to impact the world. For a professional, you call yourself an accountant, you are not a chartered accountant. You may not be able, even no matter how brilliant you are, you may not be able to impact your world. For a broadcaster, the same thing. You need a place where you can go to sharpen your skill. You need a place you can go where that latent talent can be honed. Success in life goes beyond just talent. You have the talent, you need somebody to be able to prone these talents to make it useful for yourself and for the society. So that's the essence of Impact Business School.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, sir, I have another question for
tertiary institutions in Nigeria turn out graduates with different degrees and qualifications. Unfortunately, the available white-collar jobs cannot accommodate the teeming youths who are eager to put their expertise into practice. In a bid to empower these youths and make them self-reliant, the Chief Executive Officer, Impact Business Radio, Mr. Owolabi Oladejo, put together the Impact Southwest Economic Development Expo and Symposia in 2015. According to him, the vision was born out of the desire to equip youths with the skills needed to become entrepreneurs, link businessmen with those who can boost their trade, as well as showcase companies and their products.
We put the schedule together, focused on fashion, agri, construction, and technology. We intend to have annual schedule to be the barometer for business climate and trend in regions of Nigeria. We are well aware that Nigeria is well endowed. Southwest is well endowed. But the question normally I want to ask is this: with all these endowments, what are we doing? We cannot feed ourselves. We are relying on another sector of the country for our bills. And once they block that road, we go hungry. We believe that if each region of this country can be constitutionally enabled to exploit the resources, and we are all willing, I think whatever Awolowo has achieved, we can double it. Yorubas are known to be very fashionable. How come we cannot clothe ourselves? During the days of Awolowo, they exported cotton from Southwest. Where is the cotton box of today?
Impact Southwest Economic Development Expo and Symposia Ishede 2016 focused on fashion, agriculture, construction and technology. Manufacturers, members of the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, entrepreneurs and businessmen converged on Premier Hotel Mokola Ibadan to be part of the colorful events. Week-long events, which began on the 18th of November 2016, was flagged off by the Oyo State Governor, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, who was represented by his deputy Otumba Moses Adeyemo. The governor commended Mr. Owolabi Oladejo for the initiative, which according to him will free many from the shackles of poverty.
I am delighted to be called upon to declare open the Impact Southwest Economic Development Ishede 2016, taking place here in Ibadan, the political and commercial nerve center of Southwest Nigeria, and indeed the acclaimed intellectual base of the country. This solid roadmap is an admixture of development, the external and local environment influenced and shaped by the Nigerian economy, of which the Southwest is a major player and stakeholder.
Ajimobi added that a new approach by the organizers of Ishede 2016 will bring out economic sustenance in the Southwest and help correct the deficient economic challenges of the region.
The outcome of this summit no doubt boosts the low and medium income earners and build a new branch of economic sustenance. If it will happen in the pre-independence Awolowo era in Southwest, when agriculture even as a goodly practice then to provide the mainstay of the country's economy, the effective implementation of this important leg of FACT will bring about a turn.
Margaret Ogunaike
of Impact Group of Companies. Ishede is an embodiment of fashion, agri, construction and technology. This is a platform where manufacturers and suppliers will have opportunity to showcase their products.
Responding, the chairman, Impact Knowledge Group, Mr. Oladejo, made it known that the Impact Southwest Development Expo with a theme, PARK, which means fashion, agriculture, construction and technology, as a barometer for business climate and trend in the southwest region of Nigeria.
Sir, Ishede our leaders need to wake up. Ishede. Our graduates should not be riding Okada. It's a shame. Ishede, sir. How can government of Southwest collaborate among themselves to forget about what Ekiti is or what Ibadan is? How can we know that we are one and synergize and forget about this dichotomy occasioned by state creation, the balkanization that is artificial, intended to actually divide us? What can we do, sir, to be sure that the Ibadans don't need to be selling meat only? You have graduates in Ibadan and their conductors. It's a shame. I sincerely want a situation that Southwest will reclaim the lost glory.
Highlights of the event included a visit to the exhibition stands where Nigerian products were showcased for people to appreciate and purchase. The first lecture was on fashion, and various Nigerian attires were on display to bring out the country's rich cultural heritage. While delivering a speech on the role of fashion in the development and economic growth, challenges and opportunities for Southwest, the Chief Executive Officer, Get Smart Designs and Accessories, Mrs. Abosede Murakinyos, stressed the need to explore the fashion industry, maintaining that there are ample opportunities in it.
Fashion as a concept implies what most people wear as a garment and ornament, including but not limited to clothes, shoes, bags, hats, beads, wristwatches, necklaces, belts, and makeups. As a phenomenon, fashion the world over has gone through different stages of development in line with the development of human society. Fashion has transformed from a traditional phase to a sophisticated venture. Nigeria's fashion industry has come of age. The industry is fast becoming a money-spinning venture. The proliferation of print and online media, coupled with various fashion exhibitions, provided fashion designers avenues to promote their trademark, not only to local potential consumers, but also to a global market. No doubt, the evolution of online retailing has contributed immensely to the growth of fashion industry by offering new sales avenues for fashion and other consumer goods.
She maintained that the current economic situation has forced many graduates to join the fashion industry, noting that industry has given Nigerians job opportunities and international recognition.
Now, the industry has also created job opportunities for many. The present state of the economy has forced many to turn to joining the fashion industry. Most students of the fashion schools now are graduates who had to face the realities of no job. The industry also has given the country some recognition on the international fashion scene because we have some Nigeria top designers out there, cosmetologists, models. They participate in international programs and shows. The fashion industry is improving daily with many Nigerians spending more on fashion and accessories thanks to our fashionistas, our modeling agencies, our magazines, fashion schools, and other stakeholders in the fashion industry. In actual fact, Ankara and Ashoke is now being used even in the Western world. Make blazers and jumpsuits, bags and shoes with our own local fabrics. It is becoming crystal clear that oil cannot sustain this country anymore. Therefore, there is the need to look into other industries such as agriculture, transportation, mining, and of course, fashion. With the current crash of oil price at the international market, fashion industry, if harnessed, provides another opportunity to promote employment, job opportunities among the teeming unemployed youth. With the sound global partnerships and targeted investment, the fashion industry has the potential to be a big business, if only the government can create the enabling environment. And the collaboration between government and other stakeholders in the industry is crucial, as it will open up opportunities to the pool of talent abound in Nigeria. If given the necessary impetus, the industry has the potential to diversify the economy of this country and become one of its driving forces.
Morakio added that epileptic power supply and lack of encouragement from the government are problems facing the fashion industry in Nigeria.
Number two, we have poor power supply. I, for one, I buy fuel every day. Once I'm going to the shop, I know it is another day of facing no electricity. And that makes the cost of production very expensive, because I have to factor what I spend on fuel into what I'm going to produce. The fashion industry is bedeviled because there is no official body to really encourage funding for designers, and this we need. The industry is faced with myriads of problems ranging from lack of formal fashion training, high rent, poor infrastructure, which slows down production and raises cost. We have brains, we have everything it takes. We only need a little bit of encouragement from individuals and from the government.
An exhibitor, Ms. Adejoke Lasisi, who specializes in making wares, suits among others from Ashofi, expressed optimism that Nigerian youths have what it takes to make it and advised them to make judicious use of the opportunities at their disposal.
You can actually make career out of wherever you do, especially
Some of us are used to descent. Those of you who are far away from talent.
Every year, tertiary institutions in Nigeria turn out graduates with different degrees and qualifications. Unfortunately, the available white-collar jobs cannot accommodate the teeming youths who are eager to put their expertise into practice. In a bid to empower these youths and make them self-reliant, the Chief Executive Officer, Impact Business Radio, Mr. Owolabi Oladejo, put together the Impact Southwest Economic Development Expo and Symposia in 2015. According to him, the vision was born out of the desire to equip youth with the skills needed to become entrepreneurs, link businessmen with those who can boost their trade, as well as showcase companies and their products.
We put Ishedi together, focused on fashion, agri, construction, and technology. We intend to have annual Ishedi to be the barometer for business climate and trend in regions of Nigeria. We are well aware that Nigeria is well endowed. Southwest is well endowed. But the question normally I want to ask is this: with all these endowments, what are we doing? How come we cannot feed ourselves? We are relying on another sector of the country for our needs. And once they block that road, we go hungry. We believe that if each region of this country can be constitutionally enabled to exploit the resources, and we are all willing, I think whatever Awolowo has achieved, we can double it. Yorubas are known to be very fashionable. How come we cannot clothe ourselves? During the days of Awolowo, they exported cotton from Southwest. Where is the cotton box of today?
Impact Southwest Economic Development Expo and Symposia Ishede 2016 focused on fashion, agriculture, construction and technology. Manufacturers, members of the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, entrepreneurs and businessmen converged on Premier Hotel Mokola Ibadan to be part of the colorful events. Week-long events, which began on the 18th of November 2016, was flagged off by the Oyo State Governor, Senator Ajimobi, who was represented by his deputy Otumba Moses Adeyemo. The governor commended Mr. Owolabi Oladejo for the initiative, which according to him will free many from the shackles of poverty.
I am delighted to be called upon to declare open the Impact Southwest Economic Development Ishede 2016, taking place here in Ibadan, the political and commercial nerve center of Southwest Nigeria, and indeed the acclaimed intellectual base of the country. This summit roadmap is an admixture of development, the external and local environment influenced and shaped by the Nigerian economy, of which the Southwest is a major player and stakeholder.
Ajimobi added that a new approach by the organizers of Ishede 2016 will bring out economic sustenance in the Southwest and help correct the deficient economic challenges of the region.
The outcome of this summit no doubt boosts the low and medium income earners and build a new branch of economic sustenance. If it will happen in the pre-independence Awolowo era in Southwest, when agriculture even as a rudely practice then to provide the mainstay of the country's economy, the effective implementation of this important leg of FACT will bring about a turn around and reverse the receding economic trend starting from the Southwest region.
In her address, the president of the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mrs. Margaret Amushan Ogunaike, lauded the chairman of Impact Knowledge Group for organizing Ishede 2016.
Ishede is envisioned by a resourceful man in the person of Chief Oladejo Owolabi of Impact Group of Companies. Ishede is an embodiment of fashion, agri, construction and technology. This is a platform where manufacturers and suppliers will have opportunity to showcase their products.
Responding, the chairman, Impact Knowledge Group, Mr. Oladejo, made it known that the Impact Southwest Development Expo with a theme, PARK, which means fashion, agriculture, construction and technology, as a barometer for business climate and trend in the southwest region of Nigeria.
Sir, Ishede, our leaders need to wake up. Ishede, our graduates should not be riding Okada. It's a shame. Forget about this dichotomy occasioned by state creation, the balkanization that is artificial, intended to actually divide us. What can we do, sir, to be sure that the Ibadans don't need to be selling meat only? You have graduates in Ibadan and their conductors. It's a shame. I sincerely want a situation that Southwest will reclaim the lost glory.
Highlights of the event included a visit to the exhibition stands where Nigerian products were showcased for people to appreciate and purchase. The first lecture was on fashion, and various Nigerian attires were on display to bring out the country's rich cultural heritage. While delivering a speech on the role of fashion in the development and economic growth, challenges and opportunities for Southwest, the Chief Executive Officer, Get Smart Designs and Accessories, Mrs. Abosede Murakinyos, stressed the need to explore the fashion industry, maintaining that there are ample opportunities in it.
Fashion as a concept implies what most people wear as a garment, an ornament, including but not limited to clothes, shoes, bags, hats, beads, wristwatches, necklaces, belts, and makeups. As a phenomenon, fashion the world over has gone through different phases of development in line with the development of human society. Fashion has transformed from a traditional phase to a sophisticated venture. Nigeria's fashion industry has come of age. The industry is fast becoming a money-spinning venture. The proliferation of print and online media, coupled with various fashion exhibitions, provided fashion designers avenues to promote their trademark, not only to local potential consumers, but also to a global market. No doubt, the evolution of online retailing has contributed immensely to the growth of fashion industry by offering new sales avenues for fashion and other consumer goods.
She maintained that the current economic situation has forced many graduates to join the fashion industry, noting that industry has given Nigerians job opportunities and international recognition.
Now, the industry has also created job opportunities for many. The present state of the economy has forced many to turn to joining the fashion industry. Most students of the fashion schools now are graduates who had to face the realities of no job. The industry also has given the country some recognition on the international fashion scene because we have some Nigeria top designers out there, cosmetologists, models. They participate in international programs and shows. The fashion industry is improving daily with many Nigerians spending more on fashion and accessories thanks to our fashionistas, our modeling agencies, our magazines, fashion schools, and other stakeholders in the fashion industry. In actual fact, Ankara and Ashoke is now being used even in the Western world to make blazers and jumpsuits, bags and shoes with our own local fabrics. It is becoming crystal clear that oil cannot sustain this country anymore. Therefore, there is the need to look into other industries such as agriculture, transportation, mining, and of course, fashion. With the current crash of oil price at the international market, fashion industry, if harnessed,